Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our end of the market update for this Thursday, April the 21st of 2021. And we had a rather interesting day in the markets today. All right, all was good up until early in the afternoon when we had this news thrown at us out of left field. And that news was, in case you haven't heard, Biden was increasing capital gain taxes for individuals or making over $1 million, right? That spooked Wall Street, that spooked the market. But hey, listen to this, right? If you notice, this is the first time that the markets react to any policy, economic policy, right? We had news, positive news come out, negative news come out, whatever, but nothing like this had ever spooked the market in a while. All right, that we dropped, we erased yesterday's gains, right? Yesterday was wiped out, and we're back at the levels that we were watching and understanding that we needed to hold these levels of support. But before I dive into these more to the analysis, right? Let me connect with you on the one-on-one here, all right? And I just want to say that, look, markets, I'm sure you know this, markets can throw things at you out of nowhere. When you feel like things are smooth sailing for you, when you feel like things are just going and nothing can stop you, it's when you need to start understanding that something might happen. All right, and I'm not talking about life. I'm talking about here, the markets. All right, I don't know your personal situation or I don't know you on a personal level, but we have something in common, and that's the markets, right? So we can relate in that. And so when you see that all of that is going on, always try to be cautious. Always try to be prepared for the worst. Right? Always try to understand that at any given second, something like what we experience today can happen. Right? I've been in this market for some time now to understand this. All right, and it faced me. Right, it did, because who wants to see a pullback, right? In other words, a pullback in their account. Nobody, guys. And whether you're Warren Buffett or Jimmy Neutron, I know he's not an investor, but just making it as a joke. Today you experience a drawdown, all right, and that's fine. But if you've been watching our videos, right, and if you're in the Discord group, you knew that something like this. Now, I mean, not the event, right? Not the news, because that nobody could have foretold that, unless you have inside information. At which point, I don't want to know that. All right, keep that information to yourself. But you knew that the 78.6 retracement level from our alternate account was at play. All right. So we had two things. All right, guys. We had two things. We had support at 410 spot 87 that confirmed us a possible bounce. It defended it because it was the low of the previous fourth, right? And this count that I have in front of us here, if I zoom in, actually, let's take a look right now, right? This here was the previous fourth. We held support, defended it, and yesterday we said to ourselves, all right, that was our strategy. That was our game plan. We prepared for the night. We came into the morning with a plan, and we executed the plan. That's exactly what a disciplined trader does. It has a game plan. It has a trade plan. Analyzes the risk, analyzes the capital he could afford to lose, and executes it. All right. And if you do those things, I can guarantee you being profitable in this environment. All right, I can guarantee you are going to be profitable in the markets. But if you just want to throw everything you have at these markets, right, then guess what? It ain't gonna happen for you. This is not a short-term game. This is a long-term game. All right, this is a game of perseverance. This is a game of just patience and discipline and understanding that things only happen a step at a time. If you try to swing for the fence, you're gonna strike out. But if you try to hit little punt or little home base hits here and there, they add up. All right. I've had to learn this the hard way. Ask me how, and I'll tell you. All right. this is not this you have to be understanding of certain of how the market behave. All right, so we had this support at the 410, which is the previous wave 4. All right, and we analyzed this in the alternate wave count. We said ourselves, all right, if this is wave A, all right, then this could potentially still be wave B, right, if we don't go beyond the 78.6. Actually, let's take a look at that wave count. I have it here for us. All right, and that wave count suggested that, let me hide this, that we go down in A, right, and then we go up in B at the 78.6, right, and then we could potentially act as a resistance, because remember, guys, so the 50% a wave B characteristics, right, in terms of fib levels and retracements can go between the 50 to the 78.6, right? Oftentimes it goes to the 1272, but the 78.6 is the most extreme, right? It's the most common level for wave B to retrace, which is why wave Bs are usually the phony waves, the ones that trap the bulls, right? I'm not saying that we got trapped today, because had that news not come out, then hey man, we would have been reaping our profits and enjoying our way up, right? But guess what? It happened. So what do we do now? We adapt, we adjust, we draw back, and we go back to our drawing board and see what's going up, what's our next move, right? I always relate the markets as a game of chess. All right, you're the player, whether you're the white or the black color in the chess game. All right, you always have to think ahead. You always have to think 2 or 3 steps ahead of your opponent. All right, how to strategize the next move, and think of the opponent. The markets is your opponent here. So how do you now? You got checked, right? How do you defend this check? How do you defend from being checkmated? That's up to you, right? But I'm here to help you understand that. I'm here to help you navigate through this, right? I'm here, in other words, I'm here to work with you. We're going to work on this together. That's why if you're in the Discord group, you'll know this. If you're in the Discord group, you know that these levels we've been waiting for. We were watching them. We took a chance yesterday. We were in the profits. The trade was working, right? But then we got hit with that news. All right. I'm not even going to say, hey, listen, if you want to join to the Discord group, come, and the link in the description, whatever. Do that if you want. But I'm here talking to you as a one-on-one. I'm here to talk to you as a I don't know, maybe call me a mentor, call me a coach, call me whatever it is, or somebody out on the other side of the screen, on the other side of this mic talking to you. But I want the best for everybody who's joining the group. I'm not even calling it my group. It's our group. It's our community. We're growing this together. All right? We have to learn from our mistakes. We have to adjust, and we have to regroup. And that's what tonight's video is about. So I'm sorry if I'm ranting, but it's a lesson. All right? It's a lesson to be learned. Okay? All right. So our alternate account might be at play here, guys. Okay? And what's this alternate account? The alternate account suggests that we terminated, we finished the intermediate wave 3. Okay? So if I review this quickly with you, right? From the March highs, we sold off in 3 waves. Down in A, up in B, down in C, go up in 1 in the minute degree, go down in 2, 3, 4. We completed wave 4, which it's appropriate, right? Because we paired up, we can pair up this wave count, or sorry, this correction here with this one. So those two match, right? And now we are selling into the 4th wave. So now we went down in A, 3 waves, A, B, and C. We're now going up in 3 waves, right? 1, 2, and 3 into the B wave, into the 78.6. And now we're waiting for wave C. Okay. Now, hey, we will know by tomorrow. All right. If we defend this level, as you know, it's solid support, right? If we defend it, then we're good, right? We can always go back to our previous wave count, our alternate wave count. But if we don't defend that level and we end up breaking lower, then it's possible that the wave 4 in the minor degree is at play now, and we need to pair that correction with this correction here. All right, as you well know, that needs to happen. All right, so where could potentially wave 4 finish? If we already, I've been showing this to you guys. So This is the low of the wave 2 or the start of the wave 3, right? In the minor degree, we take a retracement tool and we go to the highs of wave 3. And immediately we'll know that the wave 4, I usually like to have a range between the 23 to the 50. So wave 4 can come in anywhere between the 23 to the 50, but more often than not, it comes in between the 23 and the 38.2. Okay. So that's fine. And even I personally prefer for the wave 4 to be a little bit more deeper. Why do I prefer that? I prefer for this gap to get filled. All right. This gap has been an eyesore for me for the longest. All right. And it's always been in the back of my head and back in my mind. I've been wanting this gap to get filled because at some point, whether we keep on going up, this gap is going to have to get filled. Whether it's a year, 2 years from now, the markets are always going to gravitate themselves back to the gaps and they need to get filled. All right. I'm not going to show you examples here because we're going to take forever, but the near, actually, let me show you real quick, right? Gap filled, gap filled. All right. Gap, as I said, filled. Let's see. Gap filled. Gap filled. Look, even that, right? So we have many of them. Gap filled. Gap filled. All right. So the point is this. The point is that if we do end up going lower and we fill this gap, that would be great. All right. And remember, this is the wave 4. All right. Excuse me. So wave 4 can be drawn out, can be sideways, can be just slow. So don't try to short now. All right. You only get chopped. Just wait for the confirmation. If we end up coming this low, so that'll come down, that will be between the 400 to the 4.3 area. That'll be great. We can load up and take the next and take us to the 5th wave. If not, if we start finding support, which is the previous wave 4, right? This is 1, 2, 3, down in 4, and then 5. Okay. Sorry. Let me take that back. It's in the minor degree, right? In the lesser degree. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 to complete wave 3 in the minor degree. A, B, and C 4, and 5 up there. All right, A, B, and C. All right, guys. So that's our game plan. Now it's time for us to sit back. It's time for us to chill. It's time for us to look at the markets. We have a trade in, right? I closed the trade today. I told you guys in the Discord. I closed the trade. I broke even on it. All right, and it's okay to do that. If it keeps on going higher, then I'll reposition myself. If it keeps on going lower, then I know at least we took the trade off the table. All right, it's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do with it. We still have time anyway, given that that's May 5th or May 7th expiration. All right, so that's what the game plan is, and these are levels that we have to keep on watch. All right, 416, 410, and anyway, if we break 410, we break these lows, and we go lower, then the 38, the 23 to the 38 will be ideal levels for us to continue higher. We're not entering a bearish market. We're not entering a crash. None of that. This is a pullback. All right, this is a pullback. We still have more ways to go, guys. All right, remember, this is the minor degree. All right, we still have minor degree wave 5, and then we have intermediate degree wave 4. Okay, and then we have intermediate degree wave 5 that's gonna take us higher. All right, so perhaps intermediate wave degree wave 4 is the entire summer month that is usually slow, and then once that's complete, then intermediate wave 5 is the end of the fall, the last quarter, which will take us higher. Okay, so that's what I foresee. So that's okay. I'm actually all right with this. This will take us a little lower. Going to our original account. All right, just to recap on this one before we go dive into the triple Qs. All right, wave 3 completed. A, B, C, wave 4. This is wave 1. Wave 2 has not broken below the extreme of the origin of wave 1, right, which is still appropriate because wave 2 can go all the way up to 100% of wave 1. Okay, so we are at least at the 78.6. We bounced off of it, right? 100% falls down here. So if we break below the low of wave 1 or the origin of wave 1, then consider our alternate wave count. All right, if we're not, then for those of you who had not taken the trade off the table, then consider holding it to take us higher into the 420 strike price that we have for May the 5th. All right, now going over to the triple Qs. Triple Qs also, it's also holding support. All right, so the minute degree wave 1 down 2, 3, A, B, and C into the wave 4. All right, our alternate count suggests that, let me take you over to that. Just like in the S&P, right, our alternate count suggests that we are now within the minor degree wave 4. All right, wave 3 down in wave 4 in the minute degree, and wave 3 here completed on the April the 16th high. We're now trending lower, A, B, and C. A key level to watch will be filling these gaps here at the 1618, which comes in at the 327. And then once we see some level of support, we can go up higher and take another trade. All right, ideally I want to see these again. I want to see these gaps get filled. All right, I want to see these gaps get filled, which is, it appears that that might be the case. All right, so down in A, up in B, down in C. All right, so I think that this one is now in play for the Nasdaq. We might still have a chance in the S&P to go on higher. I doubt it, but the point is this. The point is that we're preparing. We have a game plan for coming into tomorrow and coming into the following week. All right, guys. So sorry if I offended any of you with my rant, but I'm here to help. I'm here to answer any questions. Do so, consider subscribing if you're a new viewer to my channel. Hit the thumbs up notification and consider joining the Discord group. All right, guys. I know I kind of joked about that earlier. But yeah, consider joining the Discord group. We are disciplined, we are a growing community, and we have a lot of fun there trading. We have a lot of fun chatting and so on. So hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.